Hello students, today we are going to discussing about CDSCO guidelines. CDSCO means Central Drug Standard Control Organization. Okay, normally the CDSCO is the main regulatory body of India. It is going to regulating the clinical trials of pharmaceutical products and medical devices. Not only that, the CDSCO is the Central Drug Authority. It will assigning the functions to the central government under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Okay, the headquarters of the CDSCO is located in New Delhi. Okay, normally the CDSCO will functions under the control of DGHS, that means Directorate General of Health Services, and MHFW, that means Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Government of India. Next we will see what is the actual vision and mission of this CDSCO. The vision of the CDSCO is to protect and to promote health in India. How will protect and promote health in India means that comes under the mission. Here they are going to assuring the safety, efficacy and quality of the drugs, cosmetics and medical devices. Thereby they are going to protect and promoting the health in India. Okay, next we will see the major functions of this CDSCO. Here first, normally the CDSCO will see all the regulatory requirements for import of the drugs and for approving of the new drugs and for doing the clinical trials of the new drugs. It is going to giving all regulatory requirements. Not only that, second point is it controls the meeting of Drug Consultative Committee. Here what is mean by Drug Consultative Committee? Drug Consultative Committee will controls the central government and state government, the matters related to the public health and the matters related to the clinical trials. Okay, next one, not only that the CDSCO will give certain drug licenses as central licenses and state licenses to different type of authorities. Okay, see here what are the responsibilities of the CDSCO. The joint responsibilities of the CDSCO with the correlation of state licensing authorities, or they are going to giving the licensing of specialized products. The specialized products are like vaccines and sera, blood and its components, LVPs, that means large volume parenterals, and recombinant DNA products and medical devices. Mainly the CDSCO will give permission to do clinical trials of some specialized products like the following. Okay, next we will see the how actually the CDSCO will give the licenses to the state government and central government. See first the applicant. Here our new drug will be approved by the two type of committees. One is ethical committee, one is from the CDSCO. First the applicant will give the IND application filling to the CDSCO headquarters. Once after giving the application, then they will examine by the new drug division. The application will be examination done by the new drug division. Then the new drug division will give the detailed review by IND committee, that means investigational new drug committee. Then that review is going to DCGI, that means Drug Control General of India. All the matters, the application, the matters that should be recommendation, where they are going to recommending, this IND committee is going to recommending this matter to the DCGI. Okay, this the DCGI will approve this IND application. Then after once approved this IND application, they are going to starting the clinical trials. Okay, this is one side. The other side is the one application, the IND application is given to the ethical committee. Then they will check this report. Then they will give the report of from the ethical committee. The ethical committee will give one report from the application. Okay, if the report is in the positive way, if positive, then they will start the clinical trials. Once after completion of the clinical trials, the application for new drug registration to CDSCO. Here preclinical trials are completed, clinical trials are completed, then they are going to giving application for new drug registration. We want to release the drug into the market. For that we want to give one application to the CDSCO. Okay, that application again review by this DCGA, Drug Control General of India. Okay, that application is good, no errors are there in the application. If preclinical trials and clinical trials are good, there is no harm to the patient with drug, then they will complete the review and they will give the licenses granted. If any errors are there in clinical and preclinical trials, then they will reflect to grant license. This is the drug approval process from the applicant stage to the end to clinical trials, from clinical trials to the releasing into the market. See here, for applying this license, drug license, we have one online licensing portal. The portal name is called SUGAM, SUGAM. This is a SUGAM online licensing. Here, this is one online licensing portal of CDSCO to fill application for various services like application submission, processing and grant of permission for quick delivery of the services. Okay, normally what is the benefits of this SUGAM online licensing portal? Here applicant can apply license under the import and registration division to CDSCO. They can track the status of application through online. They can answer back the raised questions or queries, and the applicant can also upload the essential document that is required for the registration, import license and other related activities. Here we don't want to mail anything. We want to directly go to the CDSCO headquarters, and we should not submit any drug approval. There we have the online portal for submission and for getting the license for the different type of specialized drugs. Here next we will see the requirements, the things, the standard should contained in our CDSCO guideline. First one is the documents reviewed by the CDSCO before approving to clinical trials. Once we want to start the clinical trials, what are the documents we want to submit to the CDSCO means first investigational pharmaceutical product on which drug we are going to do in clinical trials, that information we want to submit. Next, preclinical supporting data, already preclinical studies will done for that drug, but that information also we want to submit to the CDSCO. Next, we want to submit the protocol, that means how we are going to doing the clinical, the procedure we are going to doing clinical trials. Next, not only that, ethical safety consideration, that means some subjects are coming and participating in the clinical trials, how we are protecting them, the safety, how we are giving safety to them, that information also we should submit it to the CDSCO. In ethical safety consideration, we have like ethical principles, that means what and all principles is given by this ethical committee. Next, ethical committee means who are the members of the ethical committee, their name we should submit. An informed consent form. Informed consent form means here we are getting a permission. We are getting a permission from the subjects. They are if they are participating in any trial, we want to take sign from them. We want to take the acceptancy of the subject, that is called informed consent form. Next, confidentiality of the subject. Here many subjects are participating in the clinical trials. How we are going to maintaining the confidentiality of the subject, that information also we want to submit to the CDSCO. Next, compensation for participation. Here compensation for participation means the subjects are coming and participating in the clinical trial, how much payment we are giving to them. Okay, in what type of mode of payment we are giving, how much payment we are paying to them, that also we want to include in that. Next, selection of the special groups as a research subjects. In case here special groups means in case of any pregnant or nursing mother, children or vulnerable groups. Here vulnerable groups means the mentally retarded patients, like the patients are the pregnant and lactating women and children, those patients, these are all called special groups. How we are taking the special groups into our clinical trials, that information should be submitted to the CDSCO before approving our clinical trials. Next, once after starting of the clinical trials, who and all going to conducting this clinical trials, their information also we should include. They here see responsibilities of the persons who are conducting the clinical trials. Here we have mainly 3 persons will be responsible. One is sponsor, second one is investigator, third one is monitor. Sponsor means who is giving money for doing the clinical trials, who is spending money for doing the clinical trials, that person is calling a sponsor. Next, investigator means the person who is going to doing this clinical trials or who is going to investigating the clinical trials, that person is called investigator. Next, the person is called monitor. Here monitor means the person in between the clinical trials. This monitor will come and monitor the clinical trials, how they are doing the clinical trials, they are doing according to the protocol or they are doing according to the guidelines. They will check the clinical trials. That's why here we have three persons, main persons are there to responsible for conducting the clinical trials. Okay, what are the responsibilities of the sponsor and investigator and monitor? That information also they are going to including in the guidelines of the CDSCO. Okay, once after completion of the clinical trials, how they are going to maintaining a record and how they are going to maintaining the data, how they are going to handling the data, that information also will be there in the CDSCO guidelines. Here first one is documentation. Okay, how they are documenting the data. Okay, if any corrections are there, how they are doing, and how they are maintaining electronic data processing, and what type of language they are using for documenting the data, and what and all responsibilities that is are done by the sponsor, investigator and monitor during the clinical trials. That information also should be included in after completion of the clinical trials. Okay, what type of information we should include after completion of the clinical trials? Okay, in documentation, what information we want to maintain, in correction, electronic data processing, in the in what type of language we want to maintain the documentation, that should be tell by this CDSCO. Next, last one is quality assurance. Okay, after whole completion, clinical trial started, it is completed, documented. After documentation, they are going to checking the quality assurance. Quality assurance means all the clinical trial procedures, what and all done already, they are done according to the protocol, according to the GCP, or according to the all other applicable regulatory requirements. They are going to checking the quality of the clinical trials already completed. Next we have, see here already we know only some specialized products only the CDSCO giving the permission to do clinical trials. In that mainly the specialized products are like cosmetics and medical devices are the specialized products that mainly get approval from the CDSCO before doing any clinical trial. See here for cosmetic, for importing of the cosmetics in India required to be registered with the CDSCO. Okay, by giving, how we are getting this approval means we will give the application, that application form, the form number is called number 42. In form 42 we will give the application and we will get this registration certificate from the CDSCO in the form number 43. Okay, in 52 we are applying, in the permission they are giving in form number 43. Okay, see here the manufactured person who is getting this registration certificate means either the cosmetic manufactured person or any authorized agent can be an applicant for issuance of registration certificate for import of the cosmetics into India. Okay, normally here we are getting the license for importing of the cosmetic drugs and for marketing of the cosmetic drugs. For marketing the cosmetic drug we need a license. Okay, this license also given by the CDSCO. This license will be granted within 6 months of application form. After applying within 6 months we will get this license for the cosmetics from CDSCO. Next the medical devices. Here what type of medical devices the CDSCO going to giving permission means, see here any instrument or apparatus or implement machine or appliance, implant, in vitro reagent used for the treatment. For all these type of things, medical devices, the CDSCO is giving the registration and it is giving the approval for the clinical trials. See, not only that, for import, export and manufacturing of the medical devices regulated under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act and rule. Okay, see here, based on the risk, the medical devices are classified into different ranges. Their ranges are like class A to class D. Here class A means a low risk medical devices like thermometer and tongue depressors. Next, class B are low moderate risk medical devices like suction equipment and hypodermic needle. Not only that, this class 3 medical devices are high moderate risk medical devices. These are bone fixation plate. This class D are high risk medical devices. Mainly the examples of high risk are heart valves. These are all different type of medical devices that we are going to getting permission from the CDSCO for import, for export, for manufacturing of the medical devices. Okay, this is about the CDSCO guideline. CDSCO means, you know already, it is a regulatory body of India. It is going to regulate the clinical trials of pharmaceutical products and medical devices.